what the hell? I'm going to go on my phone. Why not? I'm going to be doing futures today. Where I'm going to do it as I'm going, so you can watch. I have a few that I did already, but I like talking things out, so I thought I would do it live. If some people come on, then that's great. I wonder if I can see the chat here. I've never did it on my phone before. Can you not see people's chat? Okay, it must just come up. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so and if you want to come on, you can be a guest. They have a new thing here, I guess. So I gave you the option to become a guest as well if you ever want. If anybody comes on and wants to do it. I'm just going to look at Betway. I know you can probably get better odds. Make sure you have many bookies so you can get better odds if you need. First thing I'm going to look at is a couple of goal scorings, regular season goals props that they have, or not props, but futures that they have available here. One of them I noticed that kind of comes off the page to me is they have Braden Point over 9.5 goals at minus 115. I can't see how he doesn't go over that unless he is hurt or something, because Tampa's going to be relying on their top lines quite a bit this year. They don't really have all that much depth compared to usual, especially if guys like Tanner Jeannot don't step up as they did. Don't step up as they didn't step up last year. They could be having a rough go as far as goal scoring is concerned. Last year he had 51 goals. How many times has he gone over that 39.5 40 goal mark in his career? Oh, I guess. Okay, so he had a dip down for 3 years, and then he had a big year last year. So I guess with that in mind, it could be a bit of a risk, but I I think they're going to be relying on him more than ever. I don't know if he's going to be a 50 goal scorer this year, but I doubt he's going to drop more than 10. So I would look at Braden Point for sure as at minus 115 to go over that total. I was going to look at here at Chris Kreider too. He has a tendency to be inconsistent. They have him at 35.5 goals. And let me find him here. New York Rangers. Yeah, I'm. My first thought is it's going to be. I was on the under there. Hey, whoever came in, thanks for coming on. If you want to jump on, that's fine. Um, uh, Chat too. I for some reason I can't see the chat here. But anyways, we had 36 last year, and I guess he has gone over that 2 years in a row now, hasn't he? Yeah, he had a drop. Is he going to drop again? 32 years old. Yeah, I probably would just leave that one alone. My first instinct was that he would go under that though. Connor Bedard at 31.5. I would probably I like better odds than what they're giving you at minus 115. Um, but I want to see. How come I can't see the chat? If anybody's chatting, I don't know. Okay, I would go over on that 31.5. He's just got his shot is just stupid. He's just got too stupid of a shot to not take the over. But here's the one that I'm on for sure. For sure. This will be a bet to my clients for sure. David Pasternak over under 47.5 goals. He's going to obliterate 47.5. If you can find a bookie out there that'll give you like multiple options and you can find some plus money up to 50 goals, maybe even more than that. I mean, who's going to score in Boston? He's going to be relied on to score more than ever. And Pasternak's one of those players that he doesn't need to play on the line to get him the puck. He just scores constantly. So that's one of my favorites for sure. Next one is another favorite of mine. Elias Pettersson over 35.5. He had what? I had this up here before. He had didn't he have 40 some last year in a very tumultuous season for Vancouver? He had 39. And you think he's going to get less than that this year? I don't think so. For sure. Those are my two favorites. I think out of all of these, I'll go down the rest of them. But Elias Pettersson, I that's like gold. That's like they're practically giving you money. I would actually bet a lot on that Elias Pettersson gets over 35.5 goals. And I even Pasternak, both of them. I would double up on units or whatever. That's money. Jason Robertson at 43.5 is a pretty darn good bet as well. I would take that. John Tavares at 30.5. This might be the only under I give here. I think John Tavares will. I don't think he'll get 30 goals next year. I think he hit it last year, but I think they're going to be relying more on their top line for even more for goals next year. And he's been on a downward trend, I do believe. Never like that from an older player. He had 36 last year. Okay, so that's quite a bit, but and 27 the year before and 19 the year before that. Yeah, he had an injury the year before that. He came close 2 years ago. Who's going to be on his line? And I believe he's going to be playing. Oh, right now they have him with Matthew Nyes and Lafferty. I don't know if Max Domi is on his line. Maybe I could see him going back on there again because he is a pretty slick passer. It's very offensive. But like if they're going to do something like Nyes and Lafferty, I don't see it. I could definitely see the under there. The rest of them are pretty difficult to project. Maybe Nathan McKinnon over 40.5. That would be not bad. They're giving you some pretty weak goal scoring odds for players here. McKinnon, I think he had Colorado had a down year last year, but McKinnon did not. Go down. He had 42 last year. Okay, 32 the year before. But I think they're going to be relying on him a lot again. Same as like pretty much the same as last year. Especially if see a lot of the thing was there was a lot of injuries last year. That was the thing is they had so many injuries. Right now they got Jonathan Drouin playing with McKinnon and Nico Rantanen. But if Rantanen gets a full year, he's going to score more too. I wonder. Now that I think about it, they had to rely on him so much last year. Rantanen went out, Landeskog went out. They basically needed him to score. I wonder if he would actually fall back a bit with Rantanen back in the lineup because they usually rely on Rantanen to shoot a lot more and to do more of the scoring. And possibly he could have, a better pass option so he wouldn't shoot as much. That's not my favorite. But Pettersson and Pasternak to get over their goals totals to me is money. Money, money, money. All right, let's see what we can find here. What other thing? Let's. I already did one. You can go on my Twitter. I did who's going to make the playoffs and not make the playoffs. You can go check that out at Perlo's NHL POW. Let's go. Let's try the. Okay, I did. Let's try the Norris. Who can win the Norris next year? See if we can get some long shots here. It's tough to find long shots for like super super long shot. And I think at the price, I don't know when he's going to become one of those guys that could be, in Norris contention. It could be next year. He's certainly going to get every opportunity. But Jake Sanderson in Ottawa at plus 10,000, 100 to 1 odds. You drop $5 on that. Why not? Drop $5 on that, see what it gets you. Might be able to get it. I think I don't think it's very likely. You're still getting plus 1,400 for Erik Karlsson to go off again in Pittsburgh. Why not take a look at that too? That's not bad at plus 1,400. And then it's a normal like Cale Makar at plus 175. You're not getting the odds, but maybe you are because everybody healthy again. Not almost everybody besides Landeskog. Um, that I think Makar can do it again. I think he's the best NHL player in the league. A plus 175 is probably not that bad. Adam Fox at plus 600 is not bad option. But I was looking for like more value guys. Rasmus Dahlin at plus 1,000. I honestly think he's a tad overrated, but he's overrated by the right people. So somebody could, the voters could do it. I like though another really good value, and I think he's got to get one eventually. Is Charlie McAvoy at plus 1,500? I would give that a shot because Boston is short a lot of players. If they do make the playoffs, and especially with they're going to need really good defense, and I think he's going to get a lot of the credit. Pasternak is there and Marchand's there, but they don't have much work up the middle. The perception is going to be that their defense is really going to need to step up. And Charlie McAvoy is Norris caliber defenseman. He's absolutely fantastic, and he deserves to have at least one. I think that might be my favorite play. As far as value is concerned, I mean, you can take Miro Heiskanen at plus 850. If you want, a lot of people are loving him. Quinn Hughes is going to get a lot of points in Vancouver. Personally, I don't think he is. His offense does make up for his defense, but man, his offense isn't as good as Karlsson's. Never in his career will it ever be as good as Karlsson's is. So um, I would step away from that at plus 900. I'd want better odds on that if I was going to do it. I think those might be my faves. Let's see if there's like an extremely high. I gave you a plus 10,000 already. Oh, Mackenzie Weegar at plus 15,000. It's not a bad play. I think he's way underrated. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to put up the offense. Maybe people will see it more this year though, because I mean he is a fantastic defenseman. He is probably the most underrated defenseman in the league. At 15,000, it's not a bad try. And I can check other players, but those would be especially my value picks. I think McAvoy is the best value out of here. He's the best defenseman available for the best money. Okay, next. Norris. The Vesna, if Sorokin doesn't make it, it is kind of wide open. I mean, Shesterkin obviously is going to be Hollebuck. Oh, Hollebuck at plus 600. That's not enough value because it's just because of the team. But then again, if Winnipeg does make it, Hollebuck's going to get pretty much all the credit on that. Ottinger plus 1,300, still getting undervalued. I say that's an undervalued play for sure. Linus Allmark to do it again at plus 2,000. It might be worth the shot. I mean, why not? He did it once. Now, his team's not going to be as good in front of him. And that brings up a really good point. How much was it Allmark and how much was it the team in front of him? And how much is that going to change? Because now they're going to be focusing on defense even more than ever. So he might even get more help than he's had before. So it's not that bad of a play. Um, Thatcher Demko at plus 2,500. I think that's a great play. Thatcher Demko from the Vancouver Canucks. I have a feeling they might make it if he gets a full season. And he'll get a shitload of the credit. So, and if he puts up fantastic numbers, that's not a bad play at all. I don't mind that. So we go extreme value. Let's see if we can find somebody like way off the board here. So I would take Vamelka if I thought Arizona could make the playoffs. You know who? There's people laughing at me right there. I don't think I see the value here. Most of them, like Vitek Vanacek at plus 15,000. I know New Jersey's going to win, but I don't see him being able to do something like that. Like it's going to be despite Vanacek. I don't see him stepping up that far and getting her done. So they're not giving you any more options than that. Well, that would be my pick then. Thatcher Demko to me is the best value of this group. Possibly Philip Gustafson at plus 2,002. Actually, that's not a bad one. Philip Gustafson at plus 2,000. Thatcher Demko at plus 2,500. And I would throw some on Ottinger at plus 1,300. That's not bad. You're getting double the value compared to guys like Saros, Sorokin, Shesterkin, Hollaback, and Vasilevsky. Any one of those goaltenders can win it, including Ottinger. So you might as well go with the value at 1,300. That's what I think there. I still think probably the biggest favorite is Shesterkin, and maybe at plus 600. That's not a bad play because he's probably the most likely. He plays for a team that is not all that great. I mean, they have a good defense, but their system is not good defensively. And now with I always forget his name. Why do I forget his name every single time? Their coach, their new coach. You know who it is. If anybody was in the chat, they would tell me right now. New York Rangers. There you go. Did they not tell you that? Oh yeah, Peter Laviolette. Why do I forget his name? Anyways, I'm gonna leave that at that for now. 20-minute long live. I'm gonna post this up. You guys comment in the comment section. Tell me no. I'll probably do more of these. So I'll post these so you can see that I'm doing them every once in a while again. Having a little fun, do some extra stuff, and do some extra. I'll be doing these for picks. I'll be doing these for all kinds of stuff. So make sure you sub up to my channel. Comment in my comment section. Go to my Twitter at NHL Pearl of Wisdom. You can catch me on TikTok also with search Pearl of Wisdom there. I do TikToks. I get free picks like crazy. Or you can just come on to bpalpicks.com. Comment in the comment section. I'll give you a free link. You can get in there up until the end of the first 2 weeks of the NHL season. And then we can work out a deal after that. Have a great day, everybody. Okay.